I loved the response of I was pleasantly surprised. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was hilarious, which I loved. I loved that.
So, hi, I'm Jonathan Bloomberg, writing for movies in Sweden.
Hi, Jonathan.
Hi, it's an honor getting to speak with you again. I had a little moment with you prior to the first season coming to Sweden. So it's really nice that I got to watch the first two episodes of this season as well. And in from what I've seen so far, it's just as hilariously bonkers this time around as well.
Yes,
Kudos on that.
thank you.
Um, yeah. So I was just wanted to start out by asking, kind of adapting a video game has in the past been something that is not always working out that well. This really has. And I was wondering, kind of meeting fans of the games, what you hear from them when you meet them.
I really loved that so many fans of the game were so passionately um shitting on the show before they'd seen it. You know, like how are they going to turn this into a show? It's going to be terrible.
No story.
I loved the response of I was pleasantly surprised. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was hilarious, which I loved. I loved that people that are fans of game gave it a chance, watched some of it, got into it, and then watched the rest of it, and now are excited to see season two. I think, I mean, if you're a fan of the games, you're definitely a fan of like bonkers, right? Because those games are bonkers. There's no real what's gonna happen and how's your wish gonna come true and like how's Calypso gonna absolutely just like undercut you if you win. Those themes are explored in season two because Calypso becomes a major player, played by Anthony Kerrigan, who is absolutely wonderful, funny, scary, kind of terrifying sometimes, and
Yeah, I've loved
just
him
like,
since Barry.
oh my God,
He's amazing.
he's amazing, so funny, but also so he brings this like really otherworldly, like dangerous quality to Calypso, which I think is necessary for the character, and he brings it so well. He's this like terrifying, almost magician in the show.
Yeah, and your character and like Anthony Mackie's character, the ending of the first season is well, it's went off with a bang,
Yeah.
if we put it like that. So that there is a bit of a wait for to see if the characters get reunited or not, and if they can fix whatever happened. So could you talk a bit about how it was playing around with that fact and knowing where you were going to take it this season?
Yeah, I think you see really quickly that when John and Quiet come back together, John wants things to go back to exactly how they were, and Quiet is really resistant to that because things have changed. It's been months and months since she's seen John. She's got new allies. She's crafted a new world for herself, and it's really difficult for her. And, you know, not for nothing, in season one, John was often in the driver's seat and Quiet was passenger. So what happens now that Quiet's been driving by herself for a long time? Is she willing to get back in the passenger seat? Are they going to trade places? Are they going to become rivals? Are they going to become allies? Like it's fascinating to watch them navigate their relationship when they haven't had one for months and months, and now they're thrown back together.
Yeah, and the action scenes, not only the driving, which is stunts of its own, but you also get to do like things with the hatchets and stuff like that. So how different is it to kind of prepare for a role like that, and do you try to do as much of it as possible as you can, or do you kind of step away and let the stunt people take over?
Oh no, I try to do probably too much. I try to throw myself into what's happening. And I had a really wonderful person to learn from. I mean, Anthony does a lot of his own stunts when he can, when it's not too dangerous. So it was really wonderful to watch him. I mean, I think one of the things for me is like, here's this person who's done a ton of action right in front of you, also learning this action sequence. Pay attention, copy what he's doing, ask the same questions, or let him ask the questions and then you take his lead. I mean, I really felt like I was learning from a master. He's done so much work in that arena, right? With like all of the Marvel stuff. Like, how could I ask for a better example? And
Yeah.
I was really lucky to be alongside him in some of those action scenes. And then I just took what I learned and like tried to apply it every time. And our stunt choreographers were incredibly kind and also really pushed me to try stuff that maybe I was a little wary or thought maybe, is this going to look bad if I do it? Should somebody else step in and do it? But sometimes in those close-ups, you can really tell when it's not the actor doing it, right? And it can take you out of it. And what I'm hoping for is that the audience stays in it the whole time. That's really the ultimate goal. It's not really about like me getting to do this fun stuff, right? It's like I want to be able to tell the story as realistically as possible so that when you're watching it, you're not like, it's not her, like you're like, oh, I
Yeah.
think it's her. I'm pretty sure that's her, like that feels better to the audience than being taken out of it because somebody's wig looks weird.
Yeah. And this time around, I was allowed to say so because we're going to release this when that is a fact later on this summer, that we, the Swedes, don't have to wait months for the season to drop like we did during the first time. We're going
Nice.
to get it at the same time as the rest of the
Right?
world. Yeah. So do you have any connections to Sweden at all?
My second grade teacher was Swedish, Mrs. Johansson. She was really lovely. She just probably was one of the teachers that made me feel not like a weirdo because I liked to play pretend so intensely. She was a great teacher. My sister had her too. She was still at our primary school when my sister went through school as well. She was a really great teacher. Very tall, very beautiful.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that, especially since that episode on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the Swedes,
Oh yeah.
where you were not that fond of
No, I
us.
was not fond of them. I was fond of the actors, especially Ricky. She's a hoot, but
Yeah,
that was a great episode. Yeah.
yeah, for sure. So thanks a lot for taking your time to speak with me today,
Sean.
and I sure hope that we get to do that sometime more in the future.
Same. Thank you.
Thank you.